Possibilities are abound. Stay open, stay receptive. I'd like to begin by doing a short little meditation exercise where I'm going to ask you to take a comfortable seating position. Take a deep breath in, center yourself, paying attention to any sensations that you might be feeling in your body. Being in the present moment as fully as you can, and centering your awareness on your heart space. Now, I'd like for you to go back into a time in your memories where you were possibly 7, 8, 9 years old, thinking about this thing that you are badly desiring, badly wanting to have, badly wanting to be. Take yourself back into that sensation right now of knowing that whatever it is that you are wanting, perhaps a toy, perhaps going to see a latest cartoon movie, perhaps wanting to be an astronaut that goes under the sea, having that sensation of all that you are dreaming of, all that you are wanting and desiring as something that is possible for you to get. Feel that sense of freedom. Feel that sense of, yes, it is possible. Feel that sense of course, it is going to happen. Now, I'm going to ask you to take this feeling and come back with it to the present moment, to the version of you sitting right here, right now, and focusing on that feeling of possibility. And think to yourself, what is possible for me right here, right now, for my life? What is my heart's strongest desire? What am I longing to express right now? Think of that without reservation. Think of that without any sense of limitation. Think of that from a space of, yes, it is possible for me right here and right now. Feel the spaciousness of possibility. Feel the moment pregnant with your infinite good right now. And claim right now, yes, it is possible. Yes, I am open. Yes, I am receptive to my good. And now gently open your eyes, taking a deep breath in. Today, I would like to speak to you about possibilities that are abound right in the midst of us, right in this present moment, within you, as you, through you, around you, and beyond you. I want you to realize that you have possibilities abound. You, by staying open and staying receptive, claim this possibility and shape them towards your good and your highest best. A little bit of a personal story that I want to share with you is a time about 7 years ago in my life where I died spiritually. I was going through the mundaneness of everyday work, home, work, home. I had stopped living, and I had stopped seeing opportunity for my good showing up in my everyday interactions with people, showing up in the ideas that I held in mind, showing up in the inclinations that my heart's desire were moving me towards. And I parked everything. I parked the living, I parked the dreaming, I parked the seeing possibility for a later stage of my life. And those few years that I spent my life like that were the most darkest, most mundane, and most meaningless times of my life, because a spark within me had died, a spark within me of seeing possibility, of seeing what can shape of my life, of seeing my greatest and my highest good had diminished. Without possibility, we deny ourselves our good. Perhaps it might be for you that you have limitations of thinking, I'm too old for that, I'm too unqualified for that, it's already been done so many times, what can I offer that's different in this space? Perhaps, like me, you let the facts of your situation, you let the reality of the current life that you're living be the limitation factor that you put upon yourself to limit your good and to limit what you see as possible, instead of holding on to the truth of the situation, and that truth being that facts change. Facts are not constant. Facts fluctuate, but truth is constant. Truth is eternal. Truth is the infinite field of possibilities waiting for you, waiting for me to draw upon them, our desires, our good, our highest, and our best. Seeing possibility now asks you to give yourself permission, to give yourself permission to see your good, to see your heart's longing, to open yourself up to entertaining the ideas in your mind as reality, because things are created twice. First in mind, first in the images that we hold, first in the conviction and the faith with which we articulate these ideas and draw upon these ideas that we have, more ideas of the same kind. And then it is created in the second time in physical reality by us taking action on the images, on the intuition, on the ideas that are in mind into manifestation in our physical world. And I look at this with myself as well, and my experience with starting the business that I had a lot of appropriation in my head that I had to do starting out. There were a lot of limitations that I put on myself about who am I to start a business. Sure, maybe I have a speck of an idea, and this idea, I'm not sure what it might come of it, but going into entertaining the idea of starting a business, going into saying that yes, it is possible for me to do whatever I need to do to make this a reality, made it all the more possible to let other possibilities catch on to this idea that I had already had in mind. It asks for us to give ourselves permission to illuminate ourselves to the ideas that are already in mind right here, right now, seeing the ones that resonate the most with us, seeing them with an eye for what is wanting to birth, and having a sense of awareness within ourselves that these are the ideas that are floating in mind. It asks for us, secondly, to have faith to open ourselves up to the idea actually being reality. before it becomes reality, seeing it and claiming it as ours and us deserving of it, is that faith in action to say, yes, it is possible for me. And the third part is using imagination to blow it up, to the best, the biggest, the most incredible picture it could be for yourself right here in mind, to see it as the biggest, as the best that it can be, and entertain that as something that is rightfully yours and rightfully for you to claim. That is my trifecta that I say is the trifecta of possibility. Illuminate, have faith, imagine the best it could be. And this takes me and makes me go back into the Bible and remember the story of Abram when he was out in the desert with the Lord. It is Genesis 15, the chapter, and we find Abraham here sleeping and having a vision, and God telling him that he will have a son. And he's like, how possible? Because I don't have an heir. And God in this dreams instructs Abraham to go out and see as far and wide as he can see, and all of the stars in the sky that he can count, all of that will be the descendants of his legacy. And for me, that paints a picture of that possibility. How far can you see? How wide can you imagine your good coming to you? Can you claim that good right as big as it is, with the many questions that you have in mind, with the many second guesses that might be at the back of your head, with the picture being so expansive and so big? Can you now hold that and own it and do whatever is possible for you to do, be it the smallest, be it the minutest thing that you can do, to start working on realizing this vision as a reality? Seeing possibility without second guessing yourself. Seeing possibility for your good, knowing that the infinite source of all there is, all that has been and all that will be, is right here, right now, at hand, present, as your desire, as your longing for more, as the impact that you want to have on the world, as the longing to serve others and teach others. And as I close up this talk, I want you to know, and I want you to recall, that possibilities are abound. It is your duty, it is your work to answer the call of these possibilities through the use of your spiritual gifts, through the use of your spiritual abilities, consciously and actively, to dream, to believe, to know, and to take action on those visions and make them a reality. Because yes, possibilities are abound. It is up to you to open yourself up and to stay receptive to them.